So we've just got back from food shopping. Obviously I've just been looking at the charts as well. Let's go check in at Chloe, what she's doing. She's making us lunch at the moment. Here she is, slaving away. Chloe, what are you making for us today?
So, we've got lamb chops or lamb steaks. They've got no bone in them, so they're frying up over here with rosemary and garlic. Then over here, let's turn this down. We've got boiling my potatoes and the oven's warming up, ready for the roasties to go in. So I'm gonna do a tray with olive oil and heat that up, ready for the potatoes to go in, so it goes nice and crispy and fluffy with some flour. I can't wait.
Hello guys, how's everyone doing? One thing I want to quickly mention before we start analysing here on the Monday is I'm going to start risking 1% per trade now. As you guys know, if you've been following along with my journey, I was risking 0.5% a trade, but I'm going to increase it to 1% now going forwards because I do believe I'm at a point where I can do it confidently and not let the emotions of potentially losing 1% actually affect me, because I believe the edge I'm using and the system I'm using is very profitable, and I highly doubt I will lose 10 trades in a row to blow the account, basically. So yeah, I'm going to move up to 1% a trade now. Currently it's sitting at 2.5% profit, so it'll take about 12 trades in a row for me to blow this FTMO account. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go look at EU. So as you can see, it's falling, and if you watched my last video, you know I did lose a trade here. I took it last week. I bought from this level. And NFP, I held actually through NFP. One thing I mentioned actually also is that I was going to get out of the market if it was... I mean, the area I said anywhere above here. If the market is above here, like that, then I would get out before NFP. But it wasn't in that area. It was actually a little bit lower than it. And I could still see this structure for a drop, but I ignored it. And that's quite bad. I spoke to one of the seniors in WeChario's about it. And we both agreed I probably should have gotten out. And he actually mentioned even that if I was risking 1%, would I have thought differently? Would I have closed the trade? And that's the interesting thought. Also, that if I was risking 1% instead of 0.5, would I have actually got out and not taken the risk at all? So yeah, during NFP, this dropped. It was quite good numbers for the US dollar, so that obviously means weakness in the euro. But yeah, we got a fall here, and we're still falling on the Monday morning also. So what am I thinking next? So I did mention buys. Obviously, I mentioned it time and time again. Buys on EU because of the daily bias. But I don't really know where it's going to come. A lot of people in the community that I'm in are saying we could actually get parity. And if you don't know what parity is, it basically means where the currency is equal to each other. So, for example, in this scenario, €1 could be the equivalent to $1 basically. That's all it means. Sorry for my awful drawing. €1 means $1. So that'll be at this level here if it comes to it. And that is what a lot of people are targeting at the moment before we see that reversal and the euro strength against the dollar. So yeah, what am I really thinking for EU now? So it's keep falling down. Obviously, I'm still looking for buys, but that parity level is coming very close now. On DXY, it's actually touched a level which a lot of people have been looking at, which is 110. It has touched it now, and there actually was a long wick rejection here, but still seems we're getting buys at the moment. Obviously, it's Monday, no news, can't expect too much. But yeah, let's go on the 1 hour now. Basically, what I'm expecting, anytime I see a buy setup, any setup at all, I'll definitely be taking it because of the higher picture. I'm not interested in selling. Any buys, I'll definitely be taking it to the upside. So at the moment, Monday, probably won't be any trades, but I just wanted to mention about this trade I did take previous week. I'm not really regretful of it. I mean, the only thing I regret is seeing how it was moving, and then I didn't close it before NFP, because during structures like this, what I would have wanted to see would be something very similar to this. I wanted to see something like that just here like that. So it looks very similar, but obviously it didn't. And it was very clear it was doing that because after I bought it around this level, it just started moving sideways. It was just going sideways. And that was my signal before NFP, probably going to go against me, but I ignored it, took the loss, it's fine. We live and we learn, not a problem at all. So yeah, still looking for buys in the EU. Who knows where it'll come in? Just got to keep our eyes peeled, basically.
Guys, we run into another issue now, right? Last week, my boiler was leaking. This week, one of the car headlights is gone. But yeah, I need to quickly go get one changed. I might get them both changed actually, just so they match and they're the same brightness, so it doesn't look weird. It actually might be cheaper that way anyway, believe it or not. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll head back and hopefully enter some trades. EU is looking quite nice for the buy currently, and I'll show you that just now before I leave.
Yeah, here we are back in EU. So as you guys know, as I said yesterday, I'm risking 1% per trade now. Reason being, I am feeling more confident, and also I've been in this FTMO account for too long now, basically, to be honest with you. I need to just commit and actually start risking, because the amount I'm risking, I'm sort of stagnant in terms of my profit. I'm basically hovering around the 2 to 4% almost permanently. It's really, really weird. So I need to increase my risk so I can actually start getting this account where I want it to be, basically. So on EU, we did get more of a drop. As you guys know, I was in the buy, as I explained yesterday. And yeah, it took me out of my position, and now we're actually getting a reaction, but below parity. I know many people are actually looking at parity, and if you don't know what parity is, it's basically the level where it becomes equal to each other. So this is the level that everyone is sort of looking at. So it's still got quite a distance to actually go currently. We do have some news in New York session later today, so maybe that will give us a reaction. But for the moment, I'm still looking for the buys. It is currently giving me a reaction, so I'm not going to ignore the buy if I see a setup. And currently, there sort of is one forming on the 15-minute, and I'll actually show that to you just here. So this is my last move up, just here, and then this will be my corrective structure, where anywhere around here, I can be looking for my buy setups. Anywhere in this level, I can definitely be buying to take to the upside, because it could just go up, break this top, and then, as you guys know, my system, I'll take partials at this area, so I'm fine at this point either way. And if it does drop more, I'm out. But also, if it does do the higher time frame pitch that we're looking for on the daily, it could keep continuing to the upside and giving us lots and lots of profit. So I'm not going to miss this buy setup if I see it clearly and it fits my criteria. Now, I'm going to head off and go get my light bulb fixed. Hopefully, this doesn't set up before I'm back.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys from the UK, you know what Halfords is. So I had to get on here. It'll cost me around 30-40 quid for the bulb, and also to get installed. So it's not too bad. It's just more of a hassle more than anything, you know. Just got back, guys. All good, all working. Very, very easy change. The lights are actually brighter now, which is amazing. Oh my god, you can't see me. I apologize for lighting. It's a bit hard to get it right, because I'm a bit stupid, to be honest with you. But I'm starving, haven't had any breakfast yet. It's just before 9 AM. So I'm going to get some breakfast in me, and then hopefully find some setups on the EU. Okay, EU's actually setting up quite nicely for a buy at the moment, but I'm going to quickly go to Sports Direct. If you don't know what it is, it's just a retailer in the UK, and get some bits, because I want to get into running actually. I want to do couch to 5k. I'm quite lazy in terms of like cardio. I quite do a lot of like strength exercises and strength training, but not really any cardio. So I want to be able to run, to be honest with you, because I feel it's a really great achievement and just really cool to be able to do. So I'm going to go get some shorts, because I need that for running, and also maybe some other bits I really have to go see, but I need to be back quickly before that setup really plays out for me. It's so beautiful out at the moment. The sun's came out. It's still pretty chilly. Still chilly. Above negative, but I mean, sun's came out, so it's beautiful at the moment. Can't stay cooped in all day. But as I said, it's got to be quick. Have to make sure I'm back in time, really. I would love to put you guys up on my dashboard and talk to you, but you guys see my camera before. It's quite a big camera and tripod, so I basically, it falls off, to be honest with you. I've been thinking about getting some sort of rig or something I can put it up while I'm driving, but they seem to be very, very expensive. If you know of one that I can put like a DSLR camera on while I'm driving on my dashboard, that'd be amazing. Please do recommend it to me, but for the moment, I'll have to put the camera down while I'm driving, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Guys, I actually didn't manage to get anything. I've just got back in the car. I didn't manage to get anything. Reason being, the shorts I'm looking for are quite specific. What I want, they're like shorts with like a compressive layer underneath almost, that you can put like your phone and bits and bobs and stuff like that in while you're running, to not have your phone move around and such. So I might have to actually look online to buy it, because it's quite a specific thing I want, and it seems everywhere I go doesn't really seem to have it, which is quite annoying, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully I can get back before the EU buy setup is there. And yeah, I'll get you guys very soon. Got quite a busy one today, lots and lots to do. Got to clean up the house quite a bit today, as I didn't really do a lot yesterday. Do have CPI today also for the US dollar, so that's going to have a huge impact on the news. I also need to get my hair cut, because it is insanely long. I can feel it when I'm showering. It's insane how long it's actually getting at the moment. So yeah, I need to haircut, clean, look at the news, see if there's any setups. Also, I've applied for a part-time job, which is flexi-time remote, which I can do while I'm at home documenting this journey with you. And that'll just be social media management. So I've applied for that. Hopefully I'll hear back from them, or they might just ignore it completely. That's also fine. I don't really mind, as trading is my main objective for the source of income I want to get. So yeah, lots to do today. I'm gonna make some breakfast, then I'll go look at EU with you.
Now, we are getting a big upside move. DXY is sort of doing the same. It's sort of a little bit slower actually to the downside, but we do have CPI today, so that might give the kick in the butt we really sort of need to get. But it is steadily moving to the upside, which is what I've been looking for. So I was actually looking for buys yesterday. If I mentioned on the 15-minute time frame, I'm out looking for buys. And the reason I didn't take a buy yesterday is because the only structure I could see was this contraction flat, and we do not trade them. We recognize them and can see them. They're very visible, but we do not really trade them because they have potential to become a lot more and stop you out, basically. So that's completely fine. I ignored that position completely, and we missed out on this move to the upside, so that's fine. Because what I was looking for any break below here. I wanted it to break this level below here, and then I would have been looking for my buy setups. But it didn't get it to me. That's fine, because that does happen in the market sometimes. But now, because we have CPI today, I just need to look for something very similar in this area here. But to be honest with you, it being 10 a.m. and only about 3.5 hours until CPI comes out, there probably won't be any setups for me today unless it happens after CPI. But because of how impactful this news will probably be, because CPI is a huge bit of news, I'm not expecting there to be any setups today. So this is sort of a good opportunity for me to get stuff done around the house, get my haircut done, any other bits and bobs I need to do. Also, another thing I want to do is start posting on other social media platforms also, because when I started applying for this social media role at this other company that I was interested in doing part-time, I realized how much they care about multiple platforms. You know, I currently only post on YouTube, even though I have accounts on other platforms. And I think it's very important to grow your audience and reach your arms out, basically. So I'm going to focus on doing that also. I apologize if I'm speaking rapid. It's just lots and lots to do today. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out on EU. If there are any setups, but I highly doubt there will be any for today. Okay, so guys, we're just under 2 minutes here before CPI comes out for the US dollar. I'm not really sure what I'm expecting, to be honest with you, because at the moment, the structure is quite unclear, to be honest. On the 1 hour, it does look more impulsive, but on the 15-minute, it's quite messy at the moment. So what I'm really thinking is, I'm not sure it could do anything, to be honest with you. At the moment, I think this could be the start of some sort of bigger correction for this move up, and it could keep going with CPI, but it could easily also just keep continuing to the upsides, and we could keep getting buys, and this actually might not give any entries at all. I do hope for a drop, something like this, just so I actually can get in the market, because if it just keeps going up from here, keeps climbing like so, it's going to be a lot harder for me to take the buys that I'm wanting. Okay, so here we go, split it up for you so you can see the reaction as soon as we get the news in, coming out just 2 seconds from now. Yeah, spike up. That is big spike up as well. We have to see if it really holds. I mean, the news, we haven't even seen what the data is yet currently, because it's still pending, but I'm sure it's good. Well, good for euro, bad for the US dollar if it's spiking up that much. It seems it came out as exactly as expected. So the data came out exactly as it expected to. So no real surprise in the market, and it's essentially already priced in almost. We have to really see what it's going to do from now. So I'm just going to make this full screen again, and then yeah, so it is nice we're getting a bigger push to the upside, because it's obviously what we want on the daily time frame. As you can see, it's starting to move this direction quite nicely. But I mean, even though it's going where we want in terms of our bias, we still need to get in the market. We still need to find a way to get in the market, and at the moment it's not giving any opportunities to actually buy this at the moment. So we might have to wait a bit longer. Maybe later on today it might give something, but I highly doubt it will, to be honest with you. We might have to wait till Thursday or even Friday, or even potentially next week, for any more buy setups. As you guys know, Trump comes into office next Monday, so that is also going to bring big volatility into the market when that happens also. So yeah, we should keep our eyes peeled and really see what happens.
Good staff, good work.
You were going to say wife then, weren't you?
No, because quite a lot. Looks quite good.
Do you want me to give her a little preview?
Yeah, I'll give him
Good morning, Kisha. How are you?
Good morning, Jason. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. Not seen you for a while. Have you been home?
No, since Christmas, I've been out on my routine. Okay, guys, as you can see, fresh trim. Compliments to my girlfriend, and thank you very much for doing that. Since I've moved to this area, because I actually moved here in April last year, I've been quite lazy. I haven't been bothered to find a barber, to be honest with you, because I always hate trying to find a barber because you get bad ones, you get good ones, you don't know who's... It's a whole process. If you're a guy, you probably understand. Even if you're a girl, you'll understand as well. But it's a whole process, and because I moved, I was like, I can't be bothered. Ask my girlfriend to do it. She does it fairly decently, can't complain too much. So, and it also saves you money. So, until I'm rich, rolling in money from trading, girlfriend haircuts is the way to go. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So, looking at EU now, still getting a beautiful move up. CPI yesterday. So, I initially viewed the reaction when the news came out here, and it gave us that push up that we thought. The news came out exactly as it was meant to, and it gave us this push up. Now, shortly after, at around probably about an hour or two after it actually came out, it started falling, and then it continued falling for the rest of the day. You know, so this is for the rest of the New York session in the evening, and it kept falling over and over again. Now, that is obviously not what you want to see, because if I'm looking for my buys, I want to see this continue to the upside strongly and then slowly come back down. I don't want it to come sharply down like as it just did, basically. So because it's dropped so sharply like this and it started to move slowly, I'm very much considering a sell. I know I've been saying over and over again, buys only, but the reason being is because I am essentially scalping. I'm just trading the next wave. I'm not focusing too much on the big move. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at the daily move. It's always good to keep in mind, but because of how it's moving currently, on the daily, it really isn't moving how you would want to currently. So if you look at the daily, you would expect this to keep pushing very strongly. You wouldn't really get a pause like this. You would want to get something like this, where it's very quick for like basically 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And at the moment, we've got a slow start with this one here. Good second day, and then third day wasn't that good, and the third day also isn't moving that good also. We do have news in the afternoon, but shorts is definitely what I'm looking for. So how am I going to get in the shorts if it presents it to me? So what I'll basically be doing is looking for this last move here, and any structure I see that I can recognize. At the moment, it seems to be going to plan because it's giving us the push up to complete this structure currently. At any point above here, I would prefer it to come to one of these levels, to be honest with you. But it could still react from this area here. But yeah, anywhere above here, any of these levels it gives me a reaction from, I'll definitely be looking for my sells to the downside. Now, I'll keep you updated on that if I take that position or not. But it is Thursday. This is the last trading week. Last trading day of the week for me, because obviously you guys know I work on Friday, and also Fridays I personally don't think are the best to trade anyway.
So guys, it's coming up to 6:30 at the moment on Thursday. I work tomorrow morning, so I need to wake up pretty bright and early for that. EU has done pretty much what I thought. I'll quickly show you now. So it is starting to move down. Now, I didn't actually take the trade. I know I said I was looking for sells in that area, and it moved up how I thought it would, came to a sell area. I mean, well, technically it actually didn't, because one of my rules that I have in my trading system and trading plan is that it has to react off a fib level, because I've entered many times without it being at a fib level, and I've been stopped out over and over again. Now, the reason I don't enter without a fib level is the extra confirmation basically for my bias, because I don't just want to hop into the market, especially now that I'm risking 1% a trade. But the issue that I have in this scenario is that DXY, which is slightly correlated, well, I mean slightly, it's pretty much the opposite of EU, to be honest with you, did actually touch a fib level. So DXY came to the 71 fib level and tapped it and reacted. But EU stopped between the 50 and 61.8. So I wonder if going on in the future I should really consider looking at DXY at the same time, and then if DXY taps one and reacts, but then EU reacts in the middle, I should still consider that a setup to buy or sell. I don't know what you guys really think about that, but it's just a little thought I had at the moment. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate if you've made it to the end. I really do support all the love and support you all keep giving me week after week. I am forever in your debt, basically. I really, really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. I hope you had an amazing trading week, and I'll catch you next week, guys. Thank you for watching.